This formation is being aptly flown today by Army Aviation pilots Colonel Hoon, Colonel Cherian and Colonel Ramesh. Next coming in front of you would be the Dhanush formation of the light combat helicopters. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dhanush formation in front of you. A fully operational helicopter poised to become a potent force multiplier for Indian defense very soon. These machines are flown by HAL's test pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Made in India helicopter formation, fully designed, developed and manufactured at HAL.
Continuing with the flypast by HAL, the first fixed-wing formation that you shall see flying from your left is the prototype formation. It comprises 3 prototype aircraft upgraded or designed and developed by HAL. In the lead will be the civil variant of the Dornier 228, piloted by Group Captain Chand and Air Commodore Muthana. This aircraft is HAL's answer to the call of Mission Udan given by our Prime Minister, aimed to enabling the common man to fly. Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik is the logo on the plane. To its right, ladies and gentlemen, in red rivalry is the indigenous designed Hindustan Turbo Trainer 40, piloted by Group Captain Venugopal. This aircraft has been developed to meet the basic flying requirement of the armed forces. To its left, you will see the blue livery is the indigenously upgraded Hawk, designed to meet tomorrow's advanced jet training requirement. The aircraft is being flown by Group Captain Chaki. A big hand to the proto formation as it approaches from your left. Ladies and gentlemen, the next formation comprises 3 fighters. In the lead would be a Sukhoi 30 MKI piloted by Group Captain Prashant Nair. On his right will be the light combat aircraft piloted by Wing Commander Siddharth Singh. To the left is the Jaguar Darren 3 aircraft flown by Wing Commander Pratyush Awasthi. The fighters would be flying in what is called the Missing Man formation as a tribute to Wing Commander Sahil Gandhi, whom we lost yesterday in an air crash. Wing Commander Sahil Gandhi was part of the core team that resurrected the Suryakrans on the Hawk aircraft in 2015, making him one of the most experienced display pilots of the Suryakaran aerobatic team. Ladies and gentlemen, the Missing Man formation. The last formation is led by an Aero, flown by Wing Commander Prateek and Group Captain Deepak. On its wings are 2 Kiran flown by Wing Commander Ghormade and Skonder Angad. This formation signifies the pride and commitment of HAL in continuing to support the Indian Air Force with the maintenance of aircraft that are over half a century old. All the aircraft in the formation have completed more than 50 years in the service of the nation. From your left, ladies and gentlemen, the gold formation. The gold formation, ladies and gentlemen. Trailing the formation is another golden oldie, the ever-dependable MiG-21. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, only India has managed to sustain the operational capability of this aircraft through HAL. Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft was piloted by Group Captain Das Gupta.
Ladies and gentlemen and all the esteemed guests, look to your right as the helicopters of the Sarang helicopter display team take off in inverted wine glass formation, raising a toast on the 12th Aero India 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause and welcome the Sarang Helicopter Display Team. In a short while from now, Sarang, the only 4 helicopter military display team, will regroup and come in for the display.
After the scintillating takeoff by the Sarangs, now you can see the first indigenous multi-role light transport aircraft Saras, designed by National Aerospace Laboratories. The modified prototype of Saras PT-1, designated PT-1N, flying in front of you, is piloted by Wing Commander Uday Pratap Singh and Wing Commander Prabhakaran. Coming in from your left, now is the Netra formation, comprising 1 Embraer AWNC aircraft and 2 Sukhoi 30 MKI aircraft. The formation is led by Group Captain Pranjal. The Sukhois are being flown by Wing Commander Tushar Kaduskar and Wing Commander Shobit Mishra. Ladies and gentlemen, the Netra formation. Following the Netra formation is the P-8I, a long-range anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance aircraft. The P-8I is a variant of the P-8 Alpha that was developed by Boeing for the US Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft is flown today by Commander Amit Mohapatra.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep looking to your left for our very own Made in India light combat aircraft Tejas. The Tejas would carry out a vertical Charlie maneuver right in front of you in homage to late Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who christened the LCA as Tejas. The aircraft from your left, ladies and gentlemen, being flown by Wing Commander Siddharth Singh, so please keep looking to your left. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hawkeye landing in front of you, and this is shortly be followed by a short display by the Hindustan Turbo Trainer 40, which is a twin-seat tandem trainer designed and developed by Aircraft Research and Design Center of the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. The aircraft is designed to meet the Indian Air Force's requirement of a basic trainer. Once in service, it will train rookie pilots of the Indian Armed Forces. The aircraft carried out a roll to your left as a salute to the audience and then a roll to the right displaying the aircraft's roll performance. Can we have a huge round of applause please for the HTT-40? The HTT is now performing a horizontal figure of 8. Well, now the aircraft is turning right to complete the figure of 8. Thereafter, she'll position off a wing over to perform a barrel roll to the right. So keep looking straight ahead. Having started as HAL's own program 3 years back, the Hindustan Turbo Trainer 40 quietly underwent design and development since 2015. The first prototype performed its first experiment flight on the 31st of May 2016. Now the HTT is in advanced stage of flight testing. The HTT coming in from your right, ladies and gentlemen, for a barrel roll. The aircraft is designed by a young team of designers comprising key disciplines such as aerodynamics, structures, propulsion, avionics, electrical and mechanical systems. The average age of design team is around 35 years, so this team will be playing and scoring a lot of runs in the years ahead. The aircraft today, ladies and gentlemen, was being captained by Group Captain K.K. Venugopal, who is the chief test pilot at the HAL Bangalore complex. Please keep looking to your left, ladies and gentlemen, as the HTT-40 is on short finals and will shortly be coming in for a landing.
कदम बढ़ाओ तो मंजिल तुम्हारी है, वरना जमाना कब किसी का इंतजार करता है। जिसे यकीन हो अपनी उड़ान पर दिल से, वो परिंदा ही फलक को पार करता है। हाँ देवी और सज्जनों, इसी यकीन के साथ बस कुछ ही पलों में भारतीय वायुसेना की सारंग हेलीकॉप्टर डिस्प्ले टीम इस भव्य समारोह में आपके समक्ष हवाई प्रदर्शन प्रस्तुत करने जा रही है। मैं स्क्वाड्रन लीडर टिंजू थॉमस सारंग टीम की उद्घोषिका आप सभी का इस ऐतिहासिक समारोह में स्वागत करती हूँ और आपको इस प्रदर्शन से निरंतर अवगत कराती रहूंगी। Display flying is all about precision and teamwork. The pilots have to demonstrate very high skill level as they fly the Dhruv helicopter in close proximity to the ground in a daring display of skill. This will be well understood when the men in red will maneuver the Made in India Dhruv helicopter in close proximity. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back, hold tight, listen out for the sound of rotors, presenting to you the Sarang helicopter display team. Surprising as the captain of Sarang 4 pulls up for a stall turn.
Cause I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
With that precision steep turn, Sarang 4 peels off for a short break. May I request the esteemed guests to wave to the pilots of Sarang 4 as they peel off. Now as we look slightly to the right, we see Sarang 1, 2 and 3 position for the team's signature maneuver, the Dolphin Sleep. This maneuver requires a very high degree of skill achieved by strict mind and body coordination. All three helicopters flying abreast will pull up in the vertical plane and carry out a synchronized tall turn to the left. Here it is not just the machine, but the men behind the machine who actually count. So hold your breath and look straight ahead. Sarang 1, 2 and 3 running for the Dolphins lead. Sarang 4 accelerated to join up with the formation. As the team prepares for the next maneuver, let me introduce you to the team. The team is led by Wing Commander Sachin Anand Gadre. The co-pilot of Sarang 1 is squadron leader Karthik. Sarang 2 has been captained by Wing Commander Ashish Moge. His co-pilot is squadron leader Sneha Kulkarni. The pilot in command of Sarang 3 is Wing Commander Girish Kumar, the deputy leader of the team. His co-pilot is Wing Commander Sunil Dhanka. The captain of Sarang 4 is Wing Commander Aditya Singh Pawar with his co-pilot squadron leader Pradyuman Chatterjee. Ladies and gentlemen, the team is rolling in for the next maneuver, the crossover break. दर्शकों, अब टीम आपके ठीक सामने आ रही है क्रॉसओवर ब्रेक के लिए। आइए टीम लीडर की कमांड सुनते हैं। Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in display flying, there's a very thin line between being brave and being foolhardy. Operating the helicopter to its limits, the Sarang team thrives on this magic potion of thrill and adrenaline. And now as we see, the pair is coming in for the next maneuver, the level cross. The helicopters are flying at just 50 meters above the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, team coming for level cross. Gentlemen, please put your hands together for the precision and perfect cross. Ladies and gentlemen, do not be deceived by the beautifully painted helicopters. These birds turn into mean machines, ready to serve the nation whenever and wherever the need arises. These helicopters were the mainstay in recent flash floods in August 2018, where they saved many lives. Our team boasts of the finest air warriors of the Indian Air Force. An embodiment of the professionalism and ethos, the Sarang team has time and again been called to the fore in humanitarian assistance and disaster relief missions. These missions were carried out with the same finesse with which it has been executing well choreographed maneuvers. Each member of the Sarang team strives to live up to a common goal of winning hearts and saving lives. As we look straight ahead, the team is rolling in for the grand finale of today's display, the Sarang split. As the formation split, the leader will pull up to present a salute to the Honorable Raksha Mantri, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. As they come closer, let's listen out for the leader's call. Gentlemen, that was the Sarang helicopter display team living up to its motor, but for the rotors, we would have been closer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after that impressive display by the Sarang helicopter display team, we intend to embark on a spectacular display of aerial might with some breathtaking low-level aerobatics by the Sukhoi 30 MKI fighter aircraft. Today, the Sukhoi 30 will be piloted by Wing Commander Tushar Kaduskar. Running in from your left is in the mighty Sukhoi 30 MKI. Before we go on to the display, let me introduce you the mighty Sukhoi 30 MKI. The Sukhoi 30 MKI is an all-weather air dominance fighter aircraft right in front of you now. The pilot is now positioning the aircraft and carrying out the loop Tangbalya. The Sukhoi 30 is the only operational aircraft in the world that can do this extremely complex maneuver. As the pilot reaches the top of the loop, you will see the aircraft tumbling out of the sky. Keep looking at the aircraft, ladies and gentlemen. The loop Tangbalya. The Sukhoi 30 saying goodbye to all known laws of aerodynamics. Coming in now from your right, along the runway, the aircraft will carry you out a series of rolls as it passes in front of you. Flying in this manner, ladies and gentlemen, not only requires a good degree of situational awareness, but also absolute mastery in the aircraft. Keep your eyes focused on the Sukhoi, ladies and gentlemen, as it now positions onto your left for a slow speed pass along the runway. This ability to fly low and slow is unique to this aircraft and is a result of excellent aerodynamics of its design. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sukhoi 30 moving in from your left at just 200 kilometers per hour. The pilot just demonstrated the minimal radius turn capability of this marvelous aircraft. The visibly small radius of turn makes this aircraft invincible in a dogfight. Well, just in case you missed the final details of the maneuver early on, we have once again for you the spectacular loop tambalia, this time repeated head on to you. So ladies and gentlemen, please keep looking straight ahead. The loop, the tumble, and the yaw. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for the mighty Sukhoi 30 MKI. Now I would like to draw attention to the signature maneuver of this aircraft and the highlight of this spectacular display, the tail slide. Have you ever seen an aircraft in reverse gear? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this may be your only chance to do so. So keep looking at the Sukhoi 30. Notice that as the aircraft pulls up into the sky, the pilot has made its stand on its tail, and now, as the name suggests, he makes it slide back, tail forward and vertically down. A big hand for the Sukhoi 30 MKI, ladies and gentlemen, the tail slide. The Sukhoi Mk-30I combines ruggedness of Russian technology and Western avionics, but it does truly remain Indian at heart. After an energetic display of maneuvers, the pilot will shortly lower the landing gear to come in for a landing. Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft was being flown by Wing Commander Tushar Karuskar, who is a second-generation fighter pilot. He has been flying the aircraft for 13 years and is a fighter combat leader with 2,500 hours on the Sukhoi 30 MKI. He is presently posted to 15th Squadron, the Flying Lancers. Coming in for your left, ladies and gentlemen, the Sukhoi 30 MKI. Hand over to Commander V.S. Kumar for the commentary of the light utility helicopter.
Ladies and gentlemen, HAL is extremely proud to present here in display its youngest and latest member of the growing helicopter family, the light utility helicopter. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have in front of us the light utility helicopter performing a high-speed run, which will be followed by 2 wingovers on either side. The light utility helicopter A 3-ton helicopter with a single RD-10 1U engine has been developed as a replacement to the Indian Armed Forces aging Chetak and Cheetah fleet of single-engine helicopters. Designing a helicopter for India's vast and varied terrain with its conflicting requirements has always been a daunting task. HAL as always has lived up to this challenge. This light utility helicopter, with the successful completion of hot weather, cold weather and sea level trials, can now operate from anywhere, be it the glacier or the plains, or the sandy dunes, or even the high seas. The light utility helicopter is now coming in front of us to showcase its tail rotor power and the low speed handling capability. The aircraft will perform the extreme tail up maneuver, a quick stop and the right sideward flight in that order to display its might. Ladies and gentlemen, as the LUH is performing the low speed maneuvers in front of you, I would like to draw your attention to the cabin volume of this helicopter. Despite being in the same weight class as Chetaks and Cheetahs, this LUH is a lot roomier, with a cabin volume of almost 4 meter cube, capable of carrying 6 passengers. This is almost the best in the class. The display today is being performed for you by HAL Chief Test Pilot Wing Commander Unni Pillai along with Wing Commander Anil Bambani. The light utility helicopter has a hingeless main rotor system carrying new segmented blades, a first for HAL in its helicopter design. Segmented blades would enable rapid folding and unfolding of blades, making it handy in transportation, parking, and in operations over confined areas such as small ship decks. The segmented blade concept has the potential of providing unprecedented operational flexibility, opening up new avenues for innovative deployment of this machine. The light utility helicopter is now ready to perform a couple of stall turns in front of us. This machine had its debut display in the last edition of Aero India, and over the last 2 years has made rapid progress in expanding its envelope of operation, as you can witness right in front of you. The LUH is now performing one more stall turn in front of us. And this time to the right. Ladies and gentlemen, the light utility helicopter, as it completes its short and captivating display in front of us. Please give her a warm round of applause, welcoming her to join the ever-growing helicopter family of HAL and wishing her a good luck and Godspeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, just taken off with a thunderous road and doing a steep climb is our very own Made in India light combat aircraft Tejas. This flying display that you are about to witness is primarily designed to showcase the unique aspects that go into making Tejas a formidable flying machine. The steep pull-up that you just saw was a demonstration of the ability of the Tejas to rapidly climb to a desired altitude for quick interception of the enemy aircraft. The Tejas is now coming in you from your right to carry out a loop along the runway. So keep to looking to your right. Tejas is now demonstrating the maximum straight turn capability of the aircraft. This makes it possible to change direction in the shortest possible time. Ladies and gentlemen, keep looking to your left as the Tejas will approach from your left. The pilot will be executing a slow speed pass from your left. What you just witnessed was an outside G-turn and the pilot is now positioning head-on for the loop. Keep looking straight ahead, ladies and gentlemen, as the Tejas flaunts its impressive Delta platform. After demonstrating that minimum radius turn, the pilot is now lowered down the end carriage and is coming in for a landing. The aircraft was being flown by Group Captain Samadhankar Vayu Sena Medal, Commanding Officer 45 Squadron, the Flying Daggers. Commissioned in June 2001, he is a fighter combat leader and a graduate of the Malaysian Combatant Staff College, besides having been a directing staff at the prestigious DAGD. As it comes in for a landing after an awe-inspiring display, let's hear it once again, ladies and gentlemen, for our very own Made in India light combat aircraft Tejas.
Ladies and gentlemen, next we have the display by the light combat helicopter. Here we have the light combat helicopter, the prototype right in front of us. Though light in weight, this machine carries the punch of a heavyweight. The display today is being performed for you by Group Captain Hari Nair and Group Captain Bhupinder Singh. This beast of a combat machine is armed to its teeth with a stunning array of weapons. A chin-mounted gun, 68mm rockets, air-to-air anti-tank missiles truly makes for a lethal combination. Equipped with the potential Shakti engine, this is the only combat helicopter which can take on targets in Siachen Glacier. Please notice, ladies and gentlemen, the LCH as it rapidly pulls up. And see the unique ability of the rotor as the pilot will bunt the helicopter under negative G to come to hover position far away from the front ground. As you can see, this flying machine has sufficient reserve of engine power and rotor thrust. The LCH is now dived sharply and is gathering momentum to come in front of us to demonstrate sharp minimum radius turns. The light combat helicopter has made rapid strides in its development over the last few years. The sleek platform is rock steady on straight lines with minimal vibrations, making it an ideal platform for weapon delivery. With the development of LCH, HAL has placed India among those very few countries that have capability to develop dedicated combat helicopters. The LCH in its design is optimized for ease of maintenance with improved reliability of all the onboard systems to keep the operating costs low. Self-reliance in such strategic machines forms an unequivocal requirement for India's defense. And products like LCH, ALH and the new baby LUH are mission in this direction. The LCH has now performed the wing over and is now positioning for 2 stall turns. This beauty, the light combat helicopter, surely teases as it goes away. But wait, hold your breath. As it now climbs steeply, bleeds off its speed to 0 and turns with the tail rotor. That is a stall turn. Let me emphasize, this is an extremely difficult maneuver to be performed by most other helicopters. Ladies and gentlemen, this aircraft has the markings of a winner as it now pulls to perform its signature maneuver one more time. The sharp rudder turn right in front of us. Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the display by the light combat helicopter. Please give her a warm round of applause as it now exits after an enthralling display.
Ladies and gentlemen, taking to the skies shortly will be the Dassault Rafale being flown by Captain Machiavel, nicknamed Babuk of the French Air Force. A twin-engine, delta-wing, Fourth generation fighter aircraft, Rafale is a multi-role combat aircraft capable of undertaking air supremacy, interdiction, reconnaissance and nuclear deterrent missions simultaneously. Rolling in from your right, ladies and gentlemen, the Rafale. Well, you can see the Rafale performing maneuvers effortlessly with even the anti-gears down. Keep your attention riveted on the Rafale as it will now execute a combination of rolls and turns called the square dance and the half Cuban 8. Keep looking to your left, ladies and gentlemen. Hold your breath as you will now witness an inverted turn, a maneuver in which the pilot experiences negative G to the tune of 3G. Babuk will literally feel his eyes pushing outwards of his skull.
Namaste, India. This is Babuk, Captain Babuk speaking from the Rafale. This site is for Wing Commander Sahil Gandhi. Jai Hind.
Ladies and gentlemen, Babuk from your left in a slow speed pass dedicated to Wing Commander Sahil Gandhi, flying just at 180 kilometers per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold on to your seats as Babuk will now approach show center from your left, reaching maximum permissible speed almost supersonic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a 10G barrel roll, allowing tight evolutions like in real combat. Well, after carrying out a half Cubanate, a unique maneuver that only few aircraft can perform, Babook will come in for a landing after an energetic display. Ladies and gentlemen, handing over to Sergeant Mario Perez for the commentary of the F-16.
Crouched at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank. Fuel burning fast on an
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Aero India 2019. I'm Air Force Staff Sergeant Mario Perez, a native of Linwood, California, and part of the Pacific Air Force's demonstration team. As a member of the Pacific Air Force's 35th Fighter Wing, Misawa Air Base, Japan, it is my pleasure to describe today's flight inauguration by the world's most prolific, single-seat, single-engine, multi-role fighter, the F-16 Fighting Falcon. The pilot for today's demonstration is Captain Jake Impelzeri, call sign Primo, from Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, Captain Impelzeri will demonstrate the F-16's remarkable power by pulling into a Cubanate after only a 1,000-foot takeoff roll.
He cannot define. Bowel-shaking earthquakes of doubt and remorse assail him, impale him with monster truck force. In his mind, he's still driving, still making the grade. She's hoping in time that her memories will fade, cause he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and fighting and riding on his horse. The sun has gone down and the moon has come up, and long ago somebody left with the cup. But he's striving and driving and hugging the turns and thinking of someone for whom he still burns. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need. Because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and fighting and riding on his horse. He's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and fighting and riding on his horse. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, from your right, Captain Impelzeri and the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Watch now as Captain Impulsary approaches from your left for a high-speed pass. Watch now as Captain Impulsary shows you just how exceptional the F-16 is in a 9G turn. At show center, you'll bank sharply into a tight turn capable of pressing the pilot into the seat with a force of 9 times his normal weight. As Captain Impulsary approaches show center, he will demonstrate the Fighting Falcon's ability to maneuver tightly and stay unpredictable, then quickly transition from a horizontal fight into a vertical fight. On behalf of the 35th Fighter Wings, Wild Weasels, and the Commander of the Pacific Air Forces, General Charles Q. Brown Jr., we thank you for being with us today. I hope you have enjoyed this brief look at the F-16 Fighting Falcon. If you have any questions about this outstanding aircraft, please feel free to ask either Captain Impulsary, myself, or any of our maintenance professionals. We'll be happy to talk with you. Thank you, and have a great day.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the F-16 touches down, please look to your left for the Airbus 330-900 approaching show center from your left. The Airbus 330-900, which is being displayed here at Aero India, is the MSN 1795, which was one of the 2 dedicated flight test aircraft. crew of this majestic beauty comprises 2 pilots, Hughes van der Stichel and Pio Gatti, 1 test flight engineer, Alain Porsche, and 1 flight engineer, Jos Bermejo. The A330-900, which seats around 287 passengers in 3 classes, has the lowest seat mile cost of any mid-size wide-body aircraft. With a maximum takeoff weight capability of 251 metric tons, the Airbus 330-900 offers a range of 7,200 nautical miles, which is up to 1,500 nautical miles more than the range of the previous Airbus 330-300. The A330-900 launch customer was Delta Airlines and the launch operator TAP Air Portugal. Meanwhile, the smaller Airbus 330-800 is currently undergoing development flight testing in France. To date, 242 A330 Neos have been sold to 15 customers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after that majestic display, as the A330-900 comes in for a landing, please keep looking to your left for the mighty Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, which is an American long-range subsonic jet-powered strategy bomber. The B-52 is specially flown in from Bulgaria for the inaugural function for Aero India 2019. The B-52 was designed and built by Boeing, which has continued to provide support and upgrades. It has been operated by the United States Air Force since the 1950s. The bomber is capable of carrying up to 3,200 kgs of weapons. Ladies and gentlemen, the B-52 Stratofortress. Ladies and gentlemen, with that we come to the end of the morning session of the flypast and the air display. On behalf of the Air Force commentary team, comprising Wing Commander